All right, cheers. We got our Wayfinder mug. But we're not drinking Wayfinder. Drinking something equally as good, Freem Family Brewers. You see they just put a simple Negra on the outside, but this is actually their Cerveza Negra, a Mexican-style dark lager, and it's very good. Very, very good. Notes of like toffee, caramel. It's a bit bready. Easy drinking though, and it's just kind of an overall kind of like sweet experience. You know what I mean? Not overly sweet, but slightly sweet. Really good. Maybe if you're familiar with like Modelo Negra, something like that, but I would say, you know, more full flavored. All right, so as you saw, we are using for the very first time Oaken Labs, and this one is their Earth of Mankind scent. You can see immediately one thing about their packaging. I feel like the label's perfectly center. They got clean labels. They got scent notes up front. Shaving soap, Earth of Mankind, Colonial Java, Kretek Haze, Argerwood, and Mystical Spice. And then they got Oaken Lab on the side. The rest of it's pretty plain. But I'll tell you something that I don't normally see, and I don't know if this is intentional, but I love it. Oaken is right there. And it almost, like if you got it tight, imagining it's just right, you know what I mean? It kind of lines up really close. Now, I don't know. I think maybe I over tightened it, but right there, it's tight. And then Oaken is right there. I don't know if that's intentional, but if it is, that is some attention to detail. And you guys that bitch and moan about not knowing what base it is, where the ingredients at, right there, Earth of Mankind, V3. That's their base, V3. Instructions, ingredients, and then that is probably where the batch number goes, but it looks like it either washed off or was never there. So I actually think it might have been a sticker instead of a write-on. And the reason I say that is because of their aftershave. Equally very clean. Has the scent notes on the front as well. And then the ingredients, you can see right on top. Alcohol-free, 100 milliliters. Instructions, ingredients. And then, you know, don't be an idiot. Don't drink this. Social media and website, and then right there, batch code. Best if used by 11/2019. Fair enough. This was gifted to me from Latherhog, John Shea, and we're gonna give it a go. So I got my That Darn Raw brush soaking in some distilled water. I'll just go ahead and wring it out real quick. You can see those nice jelly tips. This is the purple dyed wood, purple dyed burl with some with a nice black topper on top, and then the standard That Darn Rob coin on the bottom. Very beautiful brush. I love this thing. I especially love this feature right here where the burl kind of does like a nice arch. So we got our Lancaster bowl. I'm happy to see my boy Ken from Shave 326. He also got his gear in. His lather bowl, his Lancaster towels, and did he get another Lancaster brush? I can't remember at this point. But yeah, super happy to see him have it now, and Carlitos have it now. Carlitos Shaves and Ken from Shave 326. Very happy to see those guys get their Lancaster gear. Now I don't have to be ashamed of them anymore. Like I was saying on Instagram, I could finally show them to the parents. Alright, so This is getting kind of pasty. We can see where we're at right here. The scent strength is about 5. And I feel like it's pretty easily perceivable because of some of the notes in there. This is not a bright fragrance by any stretch of the imagination. When I was reading down the scent notes, honestly, I don't think any of them were bright. Not one. It didn't have a whole hell of a lot of scent notes, but I do think this is a well thought out fragrance. The Earth of Mankind kind of really gives you the kind of vibe that they're going for, and I think the tones that they used on the label, kind of like the mahogany and that kind of like pale purple, kind of gives you these like earth, like kind of earth vibes, earth tones, and it really is kind of a more earthy, spicy type of fragrance. It's borderline dark, but I would say it's more warm and spicy and earthy. So it has like patchouli and vetiver and argerwood and tobacco, vanilla. I'm trying to remember because I looked it up earlier. Clove, cassia. Now, I'm not sure what cassia is. That's what I'm going to have to look up. We got a damn good looking lather now. I'm just kind of working it. Because I think I overloaded, but we got a good looking lather now. Really good looking. So I think we're just going to wet the face and go with that. It's not on the face yet, but I'll tell you what, it looks good from here. It's got kind of a... the lather itself was dark brown. Excuse me. Might have been from the vanilla. But once lathered, it's not a brilliant white lather. Instead, it's kind of a like tan, creamish, cream colored, off-white, whatever you want to say. So, the that darn Rob is fitted with a Fanchurian knot. I don't know the exact batch number, like the Fanchurian V, whatever the fuck. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really matter to me. It's soft. I've had this brush for quite some time, so it's not available anymore anyways. Not at all trying to brag, but I'm just saying, you'd have to, if I knew what it was, I would divulge it, but I don't, and you would have to try to find it on the used market anyways, I assume, because it's not available. He's on to much more advanced knots, maybe. I don't know. I never thought this one was the best bowl lather before, but it whipped up a damn good looking lather this time. This stuff definitely has some density to it. Definitely has a little bit of weight to it. It's not the densest, not the kind of heaviest lather that I've ever used, but it's got some density. And let's see if that slickness kind of meets up with that. So we're going to be using the Gold Dollar who knows what. This is from Paul, Lather Me Whiskers. You might know him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Lather Me Whiskers. His real name's Paul though. But he let me borrow this along with a bunch of other gear. So this actually has his edge on it. So we're going to see how I feel about his edge. I did shave the Kamasuri, which also had his edge. I thought it was fantastic. Now, he told me, you know, that he kind of prefers if it'll show. See, there's hair in there. Is basically all I was trying to show. He told me he prefers kind of a more smooth, comfortable edge over, you know, an extremely sharp edge. I think I've only tried about 4 or 5 different edges, and I haven't found one that didn't work for me. Obviously, I'm not shaving like the mustache area, which could be very difficult for people, but I am shaving the neck area, which is difficult for a lot of folks. So far, with these initial strokes, I do find it to be very comfy. I do find it to be comfy. I'm not having any issues with it. It's definitely cutting. It's not like it's tugging or, you know, or feeling dull or anything like that. Switch hands real quick. Definitely feeling smooth. And we'll switch here like I always do. Okay, pass 1, done. That felt very smooth. Very, very smooth. I have no idea. I mean, I'm not the hone guy. I haven't got into hone geekery just yet. But that felt smooth. Definitely a smooth edge. I didn't really feel that kind of sticky, sharp that I felt with some of my other edges. Instead, it was a relatively smooth experience that didn't at all feel uncomfortable, and it was definitely cutting. I could see it with every bit of lather that I took off the blade. I could see the hairs, so nothing to worry about there. It's definitely sharp. It's just smooth, and I can appreciate that. All right. So the scent on this one, I'm digging it. Obviously, this shit is not for the fresh boys. CDB, Run for the Hills, Shaving with Chief Corey. Like, look the other fucking way, man. This is not for y'all. This is not one for the fresh boys. The citrus lovers, there will be no citrus here. This is earthy, spicy. Almost have enough on the fucking collar for a whole nother lather there. Just lather for days. I think I definitely loaded heavy, because I got lather for days. But, you know, I'm unfamiliar with this base. I didn't see any problems with slickness. I think the density attributes You know, that nice, luxurious feel. Nothing really to complain about, according to this first pass. I wanted to, and I got plenty, dude. I only do 2 passes, so I'm just trying to get it on the face. I know a lot of people bitch and moan about, oh, I'm just trying to get a thin layer because I'm straight razor shaving, and that's all I need. That is, I mean, it works either way, but you know, you don't gotta bash or frown upon a thick, voluminous lather either, because it works either way. It's your fucking lather. You know, use what works for you. Not to scam CDB and his sayings, but it works either way. A thin lather, you know, a thin layer or a big voluminous lather, they both get the job done. Very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. The slickness on this, from what I can tell, is pretty damn good. In all honesty, at this stage in the shave, I'm feeling like I may have slept on Oaken Labs. I've never tried their V1 or their V2, and this is my first use of their V3. But if they were anywhere in the ballpark of this V3, I think they were probably pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? This V3 is good stuff. Good stuff. I'll start with my left hand just because. I know it's Moon Soaps Week, but in an attempt to stand in solidarity with my brother Carlitos, which his order from Moon Soaps has not arrived yet, and it may not arrive until Moon Soaps Week is over. I figured I would do a non-Moon Soaps shave this week because I know he painfully wants to participate. He just doesn't have Moon Soaps at the moment. So, in an attempt to stand in solidarity with Carlitos, I'm doing a non-Moon Soap shave. And, to boot, I think Moon Soaps only has 6 offerings. So, one day was going to be freed regardless. All right. That was one hell of a smooth shave. One hell of a smooth shave. I'm going to do a quick feel around. See how I did. If anything, if it's DFS, we're good. If it's BBS, we're golden. Either way, I'm done here. I could probably scoop out a lather just from what's trapped in my beard right now. This stuff has a nice face feel. Nice face feel. I don't think I've had like a first impression this pleasurable since Kairos. If I remember correctly, I really enjoyed the Kairos. I don't know what the price point on this is, so, you know, I'm not your one-stop shop for all the information. Obviously, I just wing it. But But we all have access to Google. So do yourself a favor, check out Oaken Lab. I definitely now feel like I slept on Oaken Lab. I have no idea how the post-shave is going to be. When I was looking through some of those ingredients, they did look like, you know, the real deal ingredients. So, I assume with a shaving, with the lather that it made, what in God's name am I doing? This fucking filth out of here. Oh, you know, just got these fucking Lancaster towels here. I figured I would join my buddy Ken, Shave 326, in being obnoxious about the Lancaster towels. All in good fun, of course. I'm never saying like, oh, I got this, I'm in club better than you. I never do that shit. I actually intended to send this one to my buddy Ken because he didn't have one at the time. And I wanted to pick up another one just for giveaway purposes. So far, I think Oaken Labs has made a very good impression. I'll probably be throwing them on my my wish list here pretty quick. Or immediately, I should say. Be throwing them on my wish list here immediately. And get into this matching aftershave here. Classic bottle, kind of industry standard bottle there. I'm going to pour it out of the back. I don't really care if it gets on the barcode, because that looks like it was an addition to the original packaging. This had a milky but still clear, if that makes any sense. Clear but milky appearance. Slightly viscous, maybe medium weight on the aftershave. The fragrance smells beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Warm, spicy, earthy. Very nice. No idea how the post shave's gonna be in the long run, but as of right now, I feel pretty fucking hydrated. So, Oaken Lab, Earth of Mankind. There's really nothing about this first impression that I didn't like. Earth of Mankind absolutely swung for the fences in their V3 base, and I had a fantastic shave. I can't thank John from Latherhog enough for just giving it to me outright. He did use it, it was used, but it doesn't look like he used the hell out of it. There was still a lot of product left, and he just basically gave it to me. So, cheers, John Shea of Latherhog. If you haven't checked out Latherhog, you gotta fucking check him out. He makes phenomenal content, edited, professional, and he has really good, thoughtful content that you just don't get here. Anyhow, cheers, John. Cheers, everybody else. Thank you for watching today's shave. Paul's Edge. Paul, you're a good fucking honer, dude. Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Everything else, you know, my Lancaster bowl, my Lancaster towels, my That Darn Raw brush. Pure luxury. Functional art, basically. So that's it for me, guys. Cheers. I'll catch you on the next one. And I'm out.